beautiful. You look like a doily.
I know you gonna dig this. Get funky with me.
That doesn't look too familiar. Wait a minute, that looks very familiar.
I guess I'm a non-practicing Jew.
Hey, I'm a non-practicing virgin.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? So here I am in Houston, Texas, and I'm doing the film locations for probably, it's in my top 3 movies of all time. It used to be my favorite movie of all time until Training Day. It still might be actually my favorite movie of all time. This is it. This is Reality Bites. Now, if you're a child of the 90s, if you grew up in the 90s, Reality Bites was a huge film. And the soundtrack, the soundtrack, amazing. And now, it got kind of a bad rap when it came out. People were saying it was whiny, Gen Xers, blah, 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 blah. But I was a little younger than the characters in the film, but I thought, well, that's what life after university is like, and that's what life in university is like. That's what I'm going to be like. Awesome. Now, if you don't know the plot of the movie, I'll give it to you quickly. Winona Ryder plays Lelaina, and she lives here with her best friend, Vicky, and their friend, Troy, who's a bit of a layabout, bit of a, that sort of mid-90s type of guy that's just kind of going job to job, want to be a musician, and he moves in with them here, and it's all about the love affair between Ethan Hawke's character of Troy Dyer and Annie Pierce. And Ben Stiller's in it. Ben Stiller directed it. Ben Stiller's amazing. I got to meet Ben Stiller, and I told him how I watched the movie every day for about 200 days in a row once, in I guess it was like about 1995. He was flabbergasted. Yeah, I watched it every day. Every day. Nerd. Say it. But I loved it. I loved it. I used to know the dialogue. It's such a quotable film. Such a quotable film. Melrose Place is a really good show. It's a really quotable film. Now, this apartment here is a duplex, and it's featured about 3 or 4 times in the film. And now it's pivotal for the ending of the film, but I'm most excited to go around back because I want to see how the back looks as compared to now, as compared to then. Calm down. Because when Ethan Hawke's character is moving in, Winona Ryder and Janeane Garofalo are walking up this driveway, and that's when Winona Ryder's like, what? He's moving in? He'll turn this place into a den of slack. But let me show you the house right now. Oh, and I am wearing my 90210 t-shirt, because that's the 90th thing I could find to wear for this. No Bed of Roses, The Indians, that's on the soundtrack. Great song, great song. So that famous view is featured in the film, and here is the duplex from the movie right here. So yeah, I'll come back out and show you the pivotal ending scene. Now, if you aren't familiar with the plot, did I say the plot already? I don't remember. It's basically a bunch of 20-somethings living in this building right here and trying to get their life together after university. And Ethan Hawke's character moves in with Janeane Garofalo's character, Vicky Minor, and Lelaina, played by Winona Ryder. They live here. And when he's moving in, they walk back this way. I'm going to show you. But I'm going to come back and feature the front because the front is so pivotal to the ending of the movie. Because what song is playing? Or just finished playing? All I Want Is You by U2. Which I thought at the time maybe a little too on the nose. But it's actually not. It really works. And they play almost the entire song, which is 6 minutes long for the scene. And it's incredible. So, right back here, I want to see if it's still got the staircase in back. We're going to see. Hello. Did you know Reality Bites was filmed? Okay, well, snob. Coming right back this way, they would have walked. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my God, it looks exactly the same. That is too cool. Oh my God, that's awesome. All right, look at this. Yeah, I'm geeking out because this is one of my favorite films, if not my favorite film. I've mentioned that many times. Right here, they lived upstairs. And Ethan Hawke was bringing his stuff in and out right there. Come on. I've been looking up this place on Google Maps for years, wanting to come here. And I never knew, because I couldn't see the back, so I didn't know if the back looked the same. Or if they even filmed the exact back. I assumed they did. Now I know they did. So yeah, I am kind of, like, I do a lot of filming locations on my channel, if you haven't noticed. If you're a first-time viewer, yes, I'm always excited. Yes, I'm always this hyper. But, well, this is a different level, because Reality Bites is such an important movie. And for so many people, not just me. The video's not about me, it's about Reality Bites. But Reality Bites is really, for me, it defined the 90s for me. And it defined, I just loved it. I watched it, okay. All right, the music. Now, my Sharona is featured heavily in the film. In the gas station scene. That gas station is nowhere to be found. But My Sharona, so it's got songs from the 70s, from the 80s. It's got Squeeze, Tempted by the Fruit of Another. Big Mountain doing a cover of Peter Frampton. Ooh, Baby, I Love Your Way, which was filmed right outside when Ethan Hawke is watching Michael and Lainey in the car. That was filmed right outside the front of this. But the majority of the film was shot in Los Angeles, believe it or not. It takes place in Houston, but for budget purposes, most of it, all the interiors mostly were shot in Los Angeles, and the coffee shops in Los Angeles, the club where Ethan Hawke plays. Remember that song? Got a pothead mama, got a cokehead dad. I'm not a singer. I'm the ultra modern version, the American man. Yeah, it's called I'm Nothing. Ethan Hawke, he's really singing. So many good songs in that film. Yeah, so many good songs. Look at that. Come on. Oh yeah, I can't believe I'm actually here. Here we go. All right, that's where he's coming down the stairs. They're going up the stairs. What is happening? I can't believe I'm here. But yeah, this is it. That's the scene from Reality Bites. Right down here.
Vicky, he will turn this place into a den of slack.
So, the pivotal ending of the film was shot right here. Ethan Hawke was standing right here. See, he disappears near the end of the film after him and Lainey hook up. Finally, she's also in love with Michael, played by Ben Stiller, who's a good guy. He's not a villain character. You kind of think he is at first, but he's not. He's a good guy. But ultimately, she's in love with Troy, played by Ethan Hawke. And he leaves. And she doesn't know where he is. So she decides to go look for him. She calls a cab. The cab drives away right here. She's too late for the cab. She runs down through these stairs, comes out this door, stands right here, and Ethan Hawke, who's been gone for days, a week, is waiting for her right here. Why was I looking there? He's waiting for her right there. I'm looking there. So Winona's right there. Same cement columns, brick columns, not the same newspaper. Ethan Hawke right here. He's right here. And he explains to her where he's been. His father passed away. He was back in Chicago. And he says to her right here, I have this planet of regret on my shoulders. And she's just tearing up. And she's staring at him. Because she was, you know what she says? Is finally, he says he loves her. And he says, so where were you going anyway? And she says, to look for you. Come on. Cue waterworks. So, she hops that fence, rushes down here, and they have one of the most graphic makeout sessions I've ever seen on camera. I mean, they were really going at it. I've heard rumors they did not get along on set. I don't know. That is some acting, because that is hardcore making out. That building, that house is the same. You definitely see that in the background with the triangle peaked roof there in the entranceway. And of course, that amazing view of Houston. That hasn't changed. Those buildings are still there. Can you believe it? Yeah, I can. They should be. Why wouldn't they be? So, this location, I'm going to a couple of others. What can I say about this iconic 90s location? This is it. Out of all the movie locations I've been to, people ask me all the time, what's your favorite or where have you always wanted to go? I think this probably is number one. Yeah. When it comes to movie locations, this is something I've looked up, this address. I've looked up this place a million times to make sure it's still here for whenever I got to Texas. And guess what? I'm deep in the heart of Texas. That's on the soundtrack. Lenny Kravitz is on the soundtrack. Spinning round and round and round and spinning. Yep. All right, let's go to the next location. Are you ready? I'm ready. Like I said, there's not a lot in Houston, but the ones that are still here. And before I leave this location, I want to give a shout out to Valerie, who lives in the... I stepped in mud. I really stepped in it this time. Valerie, who lives here, who granted me permission to walk around the property and do whatever. I didn't go on the front porch. I gotta go on the front porch where Winona Ryder was standing. Granted me permission to walk around the property, do whatever I want. She's never seen Reality Bites. She owns the video cassette though. The video cassette. If you don't know what a video cassette is, you don't know what the 90s were. But Winona Ryder was standing right here where I am. Right here. Wait, right here. Winona Ryder is standing right here. Right here. This is where Winona Ryder is standing. Right here. This is where Winona Ryder is standing. Right here. Right here. Right here. These cement, I said cement again. These brick columns still here. And I was watching, the movie came on the other night in a hotel while I was in a different city. And I've seen the movie a million times, so I was like, well, this is appropriate. So I watched like about 20 minutes to the end. Then I had to rewatch a little bit of it just to make sure I was getting the right shots on the digital copy that I have. But it's ironic that I was playing 2 days ago on TV before I was coming out here, knowing I was coming here. And I always wondered about this part here, because I forgot that there's this little fence. I thought there was a walkway that she ran down. But no, she actually hops this fence right here. She hops it. Okay. I'm getting too old for this shit. All right, she hops the fence right here. Oh my God, I can't do this. This is a big mistake. But she hops the fence right here and runs down to him right here. All right, on to the next location. You're gonna recognize, it's muddy. You're gonna wreck. All right, on to the next location. You're gonna recognize this one right away. Why did Troy have to steal the Snickers bar? Are employee snacks subsidized? Like I'm telling you, extremely quotable. They looked at me.
Hey, my little unemployed waif.
See, Lainey, this is all we need. A couple of cigarettes, a cup of coffee, some conversation. You, me, and $5. They said it right here. Now the fountains were running. They're not running right now. But that whole scene, when they passed the newsstand where Troy got fired from, shot right here. Let me show you. What is that? So the newsstand, now it looks like part of the cement that used to go up here, this part here, has been taken out. But this wall over here still looks the exact same because it's got that white thing on it. So the newsstand would have been right where I'm standing, right here. The newsstand would have been right here. It was right behind these things. Now they were gold, I think, in the film. I think it's just, they are still kind of goldish, but they're obviously worn down from weather throughout the years. Take a look. There you go. That is still the same wall. Well, of course it'd be the same wall, but I'm saying like it's still, like the color is still the same. The white part. So the newsstand would have been right here. They proceed to walk down here. They must do a little bit of an edit because there's a bit of a walk. Spin it round again. Juliana Hatfield 3. They're on the soundtrack. That's an amazing song. Spin the Bottle. Great song. And they end up right here. Oh, another song from the film. Now, this song has a resurgence all the time. I mean, it was big in sports events. It's Rock and Roll Part 2 by Gary Glitter. Now, it's big in sports events, but this year, because of Joker, walking down the Joker steps in New York, that has had a resurgence yet again. But let's not forget, that's the opening song from the film, right? It's the opening song in the movie, Reality Bites, when they're on a rooftop. And that rooftop is not too far from here. So after she graduates, she loses her notes in the wind and she says, whatever the future holds, something. I don't know. And everybody cheers and applauds because they thought it was part of the speech. It wasn't. And they're up on a rooftop, drinking, smoking, talking about how they're gonna have to dodge the Columbia House Records and Tapes Company for the rest of their lives. And they're having a great time. And that's how the movie starts. And a lot of us discovered that song from Reality Bites. Now, where the hell is that building? Look at this. This is downtown Houston. This is like my favorite thing in the world. Discovering these movie locations from such an important film to me. I hope it's important to you. So I knew the answer beforehand about getting up on the roof. Some people that live in Houston have been trying to help me get up on the roof where those iconic opening shots were filmed. And I just gotta say, the security in here were so nice. It is a holiday today, so I'm not able to even contact the management office. I was gonna contact in advance, but that's something where if you contact in advance, say, can I get on the roof of your skyscraper? It's probably not gonna happen for a smaller YouTuber like me. So I didn't bother asking because I can see what I wanna see from here. Huh? Ooh. Who are you talking to? Anyway, security just, anyway, so I kind of knew the answer coming in, that being well, first of all, I think even if you're from the city, bus, that you're probably not going to get on the roof of a skyscraper. It's very difficult, especially like a small YouTuber like me is not going to get access to that. Unless I really like wrote letters and asked, maybe. It is a holiday, so I'm not going to be able to get up on top. I have to say though, the security that's in here, I went in on a whim and thought I'd ask anyway. They are so nice. They were so sweet. They didn't know that the movie was filmed there, but so helpful and so nice to me. And I want to give a big shout out to them. They were so cool. But the opening scenes were shot right on this roof here. And the reason I know that is because these two buildings, they're always facing these two buildings right in front of me. Take a look. So these two buildings you see predominantly in the background. I believe they shoot from another angle. I was gonna go around the building, but I think that's good enough. You see these two buildings a lot behind them. Now, of course, it'd be from that angle up there. Can I climb it? I don't know. Right up there. Well, right up there. But facing there. You see that all in the background. Hey. Hey. All right. Yeah, I mentioned all the songs from that movie, all the famous songs, because there were so many famous songs in that film. So I think I got them all. I think I said every song that's on that soundtrack. Because I lived and breathed that soundtrack, as did you. If you were, you know, living that life in the 90s, whatever age you were. If you love the movie, you love the soundtrack. Reality Bites, one of the greatest movies ever. I'm so excited I got to do these locations. I'm so excited I got to share them with you. Go put on the Reality Bites soundtrack. Listen to all those great songs. All right, then watch the movie. And Valerie, who lives in the house that the girls lived in, watch it. Destiny, who works in the lot that let me park for free. Thank you. Yeah. All right, I gotta decompress. I'm too excited. Yeah, I gotta relax. Listen to the soundtrack. Peace out. And just a little bit, in case you're interested, the building where they filmed the rooftop scenes right there, with those two buildings in the background, but that's the building I was just in front of. And Tranquility Plaza, where they filmed the walking scenes and the newsstand, is right here, where I'm about to walk back through. All right. You say I only hear what I want to. And you say I talk so all the time. So and I thought that I felt was simple. And I thought that I don't belong. And now that I am leaving, now I know that I did something wrong, 'cause I missed you. Yeah, I missed you. You say I only hear what I want to. I don't listen hard. Don't pay attention to the distance that you're running to anyone, anywhere. I don't understand if you really care. I'm only hearing negative. No, watch the door back. I turn the radio on, I turn the radio up, and this woman was singing my song. Lovers in love and the others run away. Lover is right, the other won't stay. Lover who was dying since the day they were born. Well, this is not that thing that I've known, but I'm grown. You said you call me cause you want me, and one day you let me go. You try to give away a keeper, or keep me cause you know you're just so scared to lose. And you said that I was naive, and I thought that I was strong. Oh, I thought, hey, I can leave, oh, but now I know that I was wrong, because I missed you. Yeah, miss you. You said you call me cause you want me, and one day you let me go. You try to give away a keeper, or keep me cause you know you're just so scared to lose. You say stay. You say I'll hear what I want to.